days in that reign. He defended the title 16 times, also the all-time record for that championship. Josh Alexander set the standard. He is the heart and soul of Impact Wrestling. But can he recapture the title he was forced to relinquish due to injury?
Josh Alexander walks into this contest, much like Mickie James moments ago, heavily motivated to win some gold that he never technically lost.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Bound for Glory main event of the evening. It is for the Impact World Championship. It is set for one fall when the bell rings. Your referee, Daniel Spencer. Introducing first to my right, he is the challenger from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the walking weapon, Josh Alexander. His opponent, to my left, from Detroit, Michigan, he is the reigning and defending Impact World Champion, Alex Shelley.
Tom, as we get set for this huge main event, I'm getting a little bit of inverted, twisted deja vu as we stand here in this building in Chicago. The Impact World title on the line. Josh Alexander and Alex Shelley competing for it. But the circumstances have switched from over a year ago.
Over a year ago at the Emergence event, it was the first time ever Alex Shelley had ever challenged for this, the Impact World Championship. He came up short to Josh Alexander, as I just detailed. So many did. No issue with that whatsoever, but it fueled Shelley to move forward and finally capture that title against Steve Macklin earlier on this year at the Against All Odds event. Since then, he has proved to be a fantastic Impact World Champion, but the outside noise from people not named Josh Alexander, by the way. Josh Alexander continues to endorse Alex Shelley as the world champion and recognize him as such, but he has been on the record and said, listen, you gotta beat me. I was never beaten for the Impact World Championship. Shelley wants to prove something to himself and to the world tonight. He's gotta beat Alexander to settle those voices in his head.
And here's the thing, on paper, you might be correct. Alexander has been out loud saying, yes, no, of course, Alex Shelley is a deserving world champion. You know, he's honorable and this, that. Respect Alex Shelley. I consider myself pretty good at reading people and reading between the lines, and I think there has been a little bit of looking past Alex Shelley and feeling like, yes, that is my world title to be given back, to be taken back at the very least, and that somebody else has just been merely holding on to it until I come back.
I think there is certainly an element of that pride in Josh Alexander that, yes, no matter what, I'm going to come back and I'm going to win the Impact World Championship. But Josh Alexander has an immense amount of respect for Alex Shelley. I do not think for 1 second Alexander is underestimating Shelley coming into this, the main event of the biggest event of the year for Impact, Bound for Glory, and challenging for the Impact World Championship.
You better not, because you know Alex Shelley's coming in here in absolutely excellent condition. You heard him in his own words, that match from Emergence last year. Alex Shelley's a different person now than he was then. So is Josh Alexander, to be fair.
Look at this, going out to the left arm here. The crossface there amongst the ropes. Shelley using the bulk of the 5 count here. That surgically repaired left tricep for Josh Alexander. You've got to keep an eye on.
I was just going to say, Josh Alexander indeed is a different person than he was at Emergence.
What's a C4 spike early on here? Oh,
shell shock.
Going for shell shock. And again, back to the arm. Alexander thinking about the ankle. Ankle lock, and Shelley gets to the bottom rope.
10 for 10 here at the start of this contest. But as I was saying, Josh Alexander is a very different person because he's added another injury to the list of things he's been through in his illustrious career. We talked about his neck. We now add that triceps to the situation. Alex Shelley knows that. He knows how to break all of that down. Probably better than anybody in the game today.
The 6 here from the official. Yes, we are indeed on the champion's time. Champion's advantage to Alex Shelley. Title can only change hands via pinfall or submission in the ring. Shelley knows he's got to defeat Alexander to prove it to himself.
You know what else Alex Shelley knows? He knows Josh Alexander. One of Josh Alexander's Achilles heels is his emotions, the emotion of the moment. He can get a hot head, a full head of steam, and that can be the downfall of Josh Alexander in the right situation.
And here's the thing, harkening back to the matchup last year at Emergence, Shelley spent much of that match targeting Alexander's arm. That ultimately proved unsuccessful, but it did pay dividends in that it made it difficult for Josh Alexander to go for the C4 spike. Alexander had to get extremely creative with his grip in order to hit the C4 spike and even put away Shelley. So now you throw in that Alexander's torn his triceps since then. There's a huge bullseye.
We've already seen that same situation arise in matches since Josh Alexander's return.
Yes.
When he's gone to hook in that C4 spike, when he's gone in to hook in different things, and people have worked on that arm, they've attacked that arm.
It was tweaked at Emergence by Steve Macklin. Macklin went after it again at Victory Road.
Right now, though, the walking weapon is trying there for a moment to squeeze on the preamble there of Shelley, but hot damn, what I tell you, already looking to pick apart that left arm of the walking weapon.
Again, goes back to the arm. Trying to pull back on the right arm here.
He's got the left arm twisted and trapped, like a hammerlock, using his leg there now, breaking down the finger.
A small joint manipulation here.
Shades of some of your favorite world of sport British kick wrestlers out there. It's the education of Alex Shelley. Look at this.
Shoulders down here on Alexander, able to kick out there. Really favoring the left arm.
Already, we are not even that deep into this match.
Shelley's got to be careful. You talked about Alexander's emotions could get the better of him. Same thing with Alex Shelley. To a degree, these guys are like looking in a mirror personality-wise.
Salty Shelley does like to come out, especially when it's all on the line.
Two competitors of the highest caliber. Oh, Alexander using the size advantage now, dropping Shelley.
And a great move there from Alexander as well, changing directions in the middle of his run, throwing Shelley off pace there.
Went for another boot. Lashing out with the chop right to the chest. Alexander's not been beaten in a singles match in Impact in 2 years. Out for Glory 2021, that fateful night when Moose called his shot.
So that begs the question, or that begs the truth, really. We will see a history-making decision here tonight. Either Josh Alexander ends the reign of Alex Shelley, or Alex Shelley feeds Josh Alexander his first singles loss in years.
Oh, and you can hear the fire from Alex Shelley. Oh, and a big right there that connected with the left arm.
Right to the triceps, right to the side of the arm there.
Alexander was trying to guard. He threw up the left arm there out of instinct, and it cost him.
And I don't know if anybody else at home saw that. Josh Alexander getting into the ropes and waving out like he needed a minute. How often do you see Josh Alexander want to take time away from wrestling?
Keeping Shelley at bay. Blows past Shelley to boot, and again going back to the power. The 240-pounder exerting his will here against the champion.
You can feel the vitriol oozing off the walking weapon too. There's a little extra stank on everything he's doing.
Oh, backbreaker. There's the cover, pressing the shoulders down, and a quick kick out there at one. Things perhaps got stirred up in ring between these two as they were teammates recently in New Japan Pro Wrestling. It looked like Alexander made some incidental contact with Alex Shelley. Shelley wound up getting pinned that night by Tanahashi in a multi-man tag team matchup. And the question was raised whether or not had Alexander done that, would the team have won that night, or did Alexander do that on purpose?
Accidents happen, even if he didn't do it on purpose. There's part of me, this is what I was telling you, I can read people, maybe subconsciously. Alexander really did want to clean Shelley's clock. And it manifested in that match. Who knows? The tensions between these two have gotten so high.
Oh, and stomping on the left arm. And now Shelley taken off of the apron there by Alexander.
Let's go.
Every moment he has. But look, out here.
Oh my God, what's the C4 spike on the floor? Body drop by Shelley to thwart that attempt.
You can feel the thud here all the way at our desk.
Let's go, Josh. Come on now.
As the body of the walking weapon hit the floor.
New champ.
Perhaps some desperation there by Alexander, going for the C4 spike on the outside.
I mean, he absolutely wanted to punish Alex Shelley, who was maybe looking for sliced bread there. Oh, God.
That left arm went into the steel post. Shelley went back inside the ring to reset the 10 count.
And Shelley, he could have rolled back in and taken a 10 count potentially if the damage was bad enough, but Shelley wants to prove this point to Josh Alexander. He wants to prove it to everyone in the back. He wants to prove it to all of you watching at home that he is that, quote, true world champion you're talking about.
4.
Out of 4 now from the official.
5.
Look at this, continue this barrage, this absolute, bending that left arm around the metal turnbuckle. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this is nasty. This is nasty.
Fingers in the opening of the turnbuckle.
Alexander managing to swipe Shelley away for the moment. Maybe Shelley think it differently.
Shelley taking a deep breath here.
The intensity of the moment, getting to the world champion, showing you what he's willing to do to hold on to that title.
I don't even know if it's getting to the world champion. I know what you're saying there, but Shelley seems to be calm, poised, collected. He's turning up the aggression, but still before that, seemed like he was cool and collected, and now Alexander ramming him face first into the steel post.
I think he is trying to keep that cool, calm, collected, keep it all focused, not let that saltier break side come out necessarily unless it has to. He wants to control the pace of this, just like we've seen him do since the beginning.
And Shelley on the outside, Alexander rolls back inside to reset the 10 count here. Both men making sure that this fight continues on the outside, dishing out more punishment.
All around the ring here.
Shelley. Oh, miss with that chop into the post. Alexander didn't miss. And the walking weapon going to work.
That's nasty for the hand of Shelley. Right into that steel post. You see him. He was shaking it off there just a minute ago. Trying to at least.
Alexander rushes at the Impact World Champion, takes Shelley off his feet. Oh, and smashing the left knee into the apron.
And maybe here, the turnabout being fair play starts to happen for Josh Alexander. Look at this.
Oh, and now look at this. Shades of the Hitman.
turning and twisting the knee of the world champion around that steel post. And as Shelley dissected the arm of Alexander, so shall Alexander dissect the leg of Shelley.
He's trying to drive Alexander face first in the middle turnbuckle there. Wait a minute. Oh, pulled the cover off the turnbuckle there, but still suffered the German suplex.
After that, some inadvertent leverage there. Either way, now these guys got to be very aware of that exposed buckle.
Back to the left arm, back to the surgically repaired left triceps.
You see Alexander blocking there. Oh, his grip.
That kick connected with the left arm.
And normally the enziguri aimed at the jaw, at the face. That time Shelley very deliberately aiming at the arm. Calculating in everything he does.
Oh, wait a minute. Shelley bursts out of the corner, and he's going for the Border City stretch.
He's got it. The top twirl into the Border City stretch. Alexander desperately crawled right to the ropes, using his legs there to get there.
And look at this, Shelley relinquishes the submission, but he holds on to the left wrist of Alexander.
Keep your friends close and your championship challengers closer. Alexander finally breaking free there.
Up into the shoulders, hold on a second. Shelley thought he had Alexander there for a moment. Oh, he caught!
A little bit of back and forth there until Shelley hit that almost twisting neck breaker. And again, if we want to go back to it, not only that left arm, but again, the neck of Josh Alexander, which has been through trauma in the past.
Twice surgically repaired, nearly lost his career in professional wrestling because of it.
Things like that, they never leave you. They leech onto you. They can crop up at any time. Shelley knows that. Alexander knows that.
Straight jacket set up here by Alex Shelley, bringing the walking weapon to his knees.
And now this is brilliant, tying up literally both the arms and the neck of Josh Alexander. Pain through the entire upper half of the walking weapon.
Knees right to the small of the back. For over 20 years, Alex Shelley has called himself the face of a generation. He has mentored and educated and trained so many of the stars, past and present, in professional wrestling. Right now, he's trying to take Alexander to school.
He has, and so much of the last several years of his career. Wait.
Hold on a second there. Alexander caught Shelley. Alexander caught the boot of Shelley.
Oh, God, Shelley smacking back there.
And Alexander just absorbing these open palm strikes and a big clothesline. Alexander needed that for a little breathing room, but still badly favoring the left arm.
Was able to respond there to Shelley, but Shelley still getting to his feet. Athleticism on display here. Shelley holding on.
Overhead belly to belly there by Alexander. Both men pushed the pace. Alexander got the better of the champion.
Great counter from Josh Alexander. Just when Shelley builds up a head of steam, the walking weapon has an answer.
Rushes in against Shelley. Shelley gets the boot up. Double boots there. Kick again to the injured left arm. Face first goes Alexander in the middle turnbuckle. Shelley wanted that earlier on in the match.
He got it there. Shelley, this time as world champion, you talked about him teaching a cavalcade of wrestlers, a generation of talent, but this is his time to be selfish. Yes, and sometimes that can be a good thing. It is time for Shelley to be selfish, to be here for Shelley.
Oh, a snap German suplex there.
And now, once again, looking for that sliced bread. Can he get it? He does! Got it!
Alexander rolled through! Alexander! Shelley tried to escape. Alexander says not so fast. German suplex. Bridge cover for the title and a kick out by Shelley.
Throwing a little bit of chaos theory into the mix, but not enough to put Shelley away.
Excellent sequence there by Josh Alexander, refusing to back down.
But it speaks to the resilience of our world champion to withstand that, to stay in the fight.
Once again, trying to set up here for the C4 spike. He's wanted this multiple times here in the matchup. Shelley was moving there. Alexander realized he had more work to do. Shelley gets himself to the ropes.
There he goes, securing himself there. Not only for a rope break, but just to be pulled away from the ropes.
Oh, a dragon screw! And remember, that left knee of Shelley was smashed into the apron earlier on in the matchup. The figure 4 on the steel post.
Alexander had focused that leg earlier on. And look out.
Oh, wait a minute, Shelley knew that was coming. Shell shock of sorts into the barricade.
What a counter by the Impact World Champion.
And now Shelley, he wants this again. Went for it earlier, now he gets it on the outside. Slice bread.
Come on, Josh, get up.
Alexander.
Get up, Josh.
Tossed into the barricade, planted on the floor, championship on the line, but it's got to get done in the ring. Nothing happens out here in a title match.
Count of 4 from the official. Shelley went for a version of shell shock and then the sliced bread on the outside. Count of 7 dumps Alexander back inside. Count of 8 here on Shelley. Count of 9, and Shelley does break in through the ropes and resets the 10 count. The referee trying to get Shelley down. Alexander is down center of the ring, however. Shelley could be thinking high risk.
He is prone and primed in the middle of the ring. Shelley up top.
Frog splash! Presses the shoulders down and a kick out into the Border City stretch.
Immediately, the immediacy of Alex Shelley to lock in that Border City stretch. That is important.
Hold on, Alexander turning around, cover for a moment, broken up, and now the ankle lock.
Back to the ankle, back to the legs, the lower half of Alex Shelley. But how much of a grip can he really have on that with all the damage done to his left arm?
And Shelley able to spin out, to your point. Found enough of an opening, and now trying to step through. Oh, and Alexander goes to the left knee. Attacked the left knee multiple times, and now looking for a knee bar.
Manipulated that left knee just enough to take advantage again.
Oh. And look at Shelley trying to break things up the hard way.
Just smacking, oh God, smacking the headgear off Josh Alexander.
It's Shelley, a kick right to the spine.
Seeing they're trying to smack some feeling back in his own leg. Both these guys have absolutely torn each other apart on a physical level.
Uh-oh, trapping both arms there. Shelley does damage close range. Went for the kick, now Alexander. Oh, it's a forearm shiver.
Alexander might have been looking for a roaring elbow of his own. There it is!
Oh, and a straight right to Shelley.
And Shelley dropped. Shelley dropped.
Is it time? Can he set up for the C4 spike?
Tip his head back and forth. Look out!
Once again, going for the C4 spike. Had him up. Shelley dropped his weight. What a shell shock.
Counter for a counter here at the precipice of this main event matchup.
Back elbow there by Alexander. Shelley, shell shock. Shell shock.
Alexander planted. Shelley's got to capitalize here.
Shelley has said, don't judge me by my words. Judge me by my actions.
Shelley clearly not done. Ooh, wants to send the exclamation point. The mouth guard of Alexander just hit the floor on the outside.
Another shell shock.
Is that enough?
Cover. Alex Shelley is the true world champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner. It's still Impact World Champion, Alex Shelley.
What a epic down, brutal, physical battle between these two. Take a look at this. Shell shock, absolutely planting Josh Alexander in the end. A second shell shock. And it was finally enough to put the walking weapon away. And Alex Shelley stands tall, your Impact World Champion.
Alex Shelley proved it to the world and proved it to himself. There is no doubt who the Impact World Champion is. The face of a generation, Alex Shelley.
Alexander has his feet here.
Look at this sign of respect. Josh Alexander strapping the Impact World Championship around the waist of Alex Shelley. Perhaps no greater gesture in pro